Welcome to the Athena Wellness Podcast, the show that invites you to take a seat around the community fire and listen to stories that inspire. I'm your host, Kathy Robinson, author, coach, and founder of Athena Wellness, a company that's dedicated to supporting you on your journey to live more wholeheartedly. Hello and welcome, friends. Thanks so much for joining me for this shortened Wellness Wednesday episode, a little midweek boost to help keep your warrior vibe high. Today's show is a Walking the Talk Vancast, a look behind the scenes into what I'm learning and working through, along with a takeaway for you. These portable episodes are informal and casual, recorded on the go from wherever I happen to be at the time. And today, I'm close to home, enjoying the cool and crisp fall weather. I shared last week that there's something about the late summer, early fall season that makes me want to reinvent myself to get an early start on the next calendar year. This is a great time to revitalize your practices and use this season to experiment and plan for the upcoming year. An important component of reinvention is clarity. That is, holding a clear vision of who you're becoming and where you'd like to go. And I found that the most effective way to gain this clarity is by defining, exploring, and working toward your future self, a powerful tool for envisioning the version of yourself that you're striving to become. This is the second installment of a 4-part series to help you envision your future. Last week, I provided an overview of what the future self is and how to work with it to create an inner vision of your next life chapter. Today, I'm sharing some thoughts on the importance of connecting with your inner wisdom, the place in your heart that holds your deepest desires. I'll be providing a visualization to help you practice what a true yes feels like for you, which is a useful tool for your inner journey. So why is it important to connect with your inner wisdom, or what I like to call my still point? Connecting with your still point is about quieting the noise so you can hear your own wisdom. As a mentor once shared with me, your life is always speaking to you. And that's why I love the image of Athena. She is the epitome of self-agency, this beautiful mix of strength and wisdom, the shield and the owl. That's the power that you can access when you go within and find your unique path. Your inner knowing may surprise you, but it will never fail you. You'll find the more you follow these internal nudges, the more synchronicities and serendipities seem to come your way. The key is to take some action toward your insights, even if they seem to make no logical sense. It's been my experience that when I get a strong gut feel, I receive all I need to make it a reality. And you can turn this into a wellness practice by increasing your self-care to keep the channel to your soul open, to set boundaries to protect this sacred space, and to take good care not to override the insight that you're gleaning. There are many ways to connect with your inner wisdom, and I've been able to tune into my inner knowing when I'm walking, hiking, or running, when I'm driving, taking a shower, or mindfully preparing a meal, or when I'm more intentional, like when I'm meditating or journaling. But the common denominator of all of those activities is silence. Silence and the absence of outside influence and expectation helps us strengthen the connection with our inner wisdom and insight. While spending time in solitude can seem like a selfish act on the surface, its effects radiate outward. When we take the time to listen for and connect with our internal whispers, we recenter our hearts, which has a positive impact on our personal, professional, and community relationships. My recommendation is this: keep it simple. I suggest trying different things to see what works best for you. Perhaps it's first thing in the morning when the house is quiet. Maybe it's moving your body in some way. Perhaps a more formal meditation practice suits you, or a journaling practice. Maybe you like to get outdoors to hike, birdwatch, or stargaze. Or you can do something you love, like take photos, make art, or take a road trip. Anything away from the daily grind that provides a break from the noise and busyness where there are no distractions will do. Get creative on where you can be alone with your thoughts without any devices to distract you. And this practice is productive as well. As educator and author Stephen Covey once said, quote, "Only as we keep an open communication with our deep inner life will we have the wisdom to make effective choices," unquote. Giving ourselves a break from our noisy world, the space and the time to be quietly present, is a gift, and it pays dividends on our health, mood, relationships with ourselves and others, and it will always guide you in the right direction. But there's another benefit. This state of mind connects us with our future self from the heart space, a place of love and creation. And this is a different place to live from than our usual default, which is our head, that can be inundated with fear and expectation of who you should be. And now your takeaway. I'd like to walk you through a visualization to help you connect with being in an open heart space and the sensation of what yes feels like in your body. It's important to know this feeling because it's how your future self will let you know when you're on the path toward it. So let's give it a try. I invite you to find a place to get comfortable in a position that feels right for you, a place where you won't be disturbed. Gently close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Take a normal breath in and then elongate on the out breath. And just let go. And just like you're watching a movie, envision a scene where you're experiencing the feeling of openness. Picture a beautiful place. It can be anywhere, real or imagined. It could be a natural or an urban setting. The details don't need to make sense in your life today. We're going for how this place makes you feel, a feeling of aliveness. It's a place where you can express your true self without the need for outside validation or adjusting to others' expectations. It's a place where you can breathe and be yourself through and through. Take a look around at the scene that you're visualizing. Using your senses, what are you seeing? Are you near the water, in the mountains, in your favorite city? Maybe in the house where you live? Where is this place that makes you feel alive? What about the day? Do your mornings start slowly? Are you waking up naturally, taking a few minutes to enjoy a cup of tea or coffee? Do you spend more time in nature and less time in traffic? What sweet things do you do to nurture and care for yourself? Are you taking walks, reading books, listening to music, eating well, spending time with friends, exercising, making art? Here's the important part. Note how all of this goodness is making you feel. You may feel more space in your chest, allowing you to breathe more easily, like a sense of vastness or expansiveness. Take a moment to see yourself moving through your week with greater awareness, with this openness? Can you feel what it's like to have a healthy body, a calm mind, a compassionate spirit, a supportive and connective family, and being an integral part of your community and the global community? Imagine yourself doing whatever you want to do with a big smile on your face. Feel the celebratory feelings as you imagine your new reality coming true. Does it feel like optimism, enthusiasm? Maybe it's happiness or passion. Maybe it's freedom or love or peace. Perhaps it's ease or empowerment. Gratitude, maybe joy. Where do you feel this feeling in your body? And finally, drop a bit deeper into a feeling of wholeheartedness, which is a feeling of worthiness, of knowing that you're enough. It's the practice of living honestly and setting healthy boundaries, including time for self-care. It's when our words and actions are congruent with our own beliefs and values. It's a remembering of who you are, a stripping away, getting to your core, your essence, and living from there. I invite you to simply take a few deep breaths and just savor this feeling. Know that you can carry this open-hearted feeling and access it anytime. Just put your hand over your heart and name the feeling a few times, feeling its energy in your body. And going forward, you can feel it when you wake up. You can call it to you before you go to sleep and throughout the day. It's always there for you. And whenever you're ready, open your eyes and gently come back to the present moment. As we wrap up today, if there's a learning from this exercise, it's this. The journey from head to heart is through the body. The more you can identify and do things that give you that sense of freedom, the closer you are to your new life track. The wisdom of the body, meaning your heart, versus the logic of the mind, meaning your head, can give you clarity on yes and no life choices. Learn to trust when your body feels good, even when you diverge off your usual path. In fact, especially when you diverge off your well-established path. Pay attention to the difference of feeling constricted and trapped, or a no, versus the feeling of freedom and expansiveness, a yes. I invite you to practice connecting with this open feeling of yes, and next week I'll take you through an exercise to meet your future self. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know there are many ways you can spend your time. Thank you for choosing to spend it with me. Until our paths cross again, be kind to yourself and show your warrior spirit some love. If you know anyone who could benefit from today's episode, please pass it on. And many thanks for supporting the show by subscribing and leaving a review. It means a lot, and it helps others find their way to our circle. If you'd like to access the show notes, have a question you'd like addressed on a future episode, or would like a transcript of this episode, visit www.athenawellness.com/podcast. Until next time, be well.